Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Lil Mackie Rob, aka Meato, and sorry, I got a text. Yeah, um, um, yeah. Jeez, my brain hurts. Stop texting me. Anyways, what's up? It's your boy, Lil Mackie Rob, aka Meato, and I'm back with another video today. I'm doing another reaction. Because I'm still just kind of chilling here in my chair. I'm just kind of, doom scrolling a little bit through YouTube, and I've been doing a lot of reaction videos recently, but I've been doing a lot of reaction videos for Marvel Rivals. And I mean, that's fun, don't get me wrong, but I do kind of want to switch it up a little bit because, like I said before in one of my one of the other videos, that, I react to gaming, I react to kind of, drama, pop culture, other things like that. And I don't always just want to stick with Marvel Rivals or just stick with gaming specifically because I like to talk about a lot of shit. Sometimes I'm a shit talker, as introverted as I can be in person. I can be talking my shit sometimes. So I want to kind of spread that a little bit with other videos and stuff. So yeah, so today, let me go ahead and fix this. Let me go ahead and fix this little cam going on right here. Put that right there in the corner. And so today, actually, I also don't know why I'm not subscribed to Luesta. I actually watch a lot of his videos, but I'm scrolling through, and I don't know about y'all. I don't know how many of y'all are into rap and like hip hop and things like that. But if you aren't, basically, recently, I won't say recently, but like, a few months ago, a rapper named Kendrick Lamar, the GOAT, went up against Drake, the very popular rapper, in a rap battle. And it was a lot of shots thrown back and forth, people kind of saying certain things about other people. It's disrespectful, as you can imagine a rap battle would go. And basically, at the end of it, Drake has not been on everybody's good side recently. For a while, he was trying to. There was a petition to claim, or I don't want to say they were suing because it was just a petition, but they were claiming that Universal Music Group, also known as UMG, Drake had made the claim that they were artificially boosting one of Kendrick Lamar's diss tracks called "Not Like Us." If you haven't heard it, go listen to it. Great song. Also, if you don't like Drake, go listen to it. Great song. And he basically claimed that they were artificially boosting the song "Not Like Us" by Kendrick. Because of the fact that they wanted to kind of, I guess, dethrone Drake or just kind of get at Drake for whatever reason, which already didn't make sense to me because, just to put this out there, both Kendrick Lamar and Drake distribute their music through Universal Music Group. So to me, when I heard Drake wanted to do that petition, it just didn't make sense to me because why would Universal really care about who's winning in a rap beef over the other? They're getting paid because they're both releasing your music. They don't care who wins. They're just glad that y'all are releasing so much music and everybody's listening that they're getting all the money from it. Not all of it, but they're getting a lot of money from it. So that already kind of made me feel weird. But recently he also decided to drop that petition to actually open a defamation case. Not on Kendrick Lamar, the man who's actually made the diss track and made the claims and things like that with Drake, like that he was a PDF file and he was a weirdo. He didn't go for Kendrick specifically for defamation. Again, he went for Universal Music Group, saying that they basically allowed Kendrick's music to be reacted to by a bunch of different streamers. I think he named Kai Cenat, he named RDC Gaming, he named No Life Shaq. He named a bunch of huge reactors that in the beef, they were the main ones reacting to both Drake and Kendrick's music. And he's claiming that UMG, Universal, allowed Kendrick's song to be reacted to without any copyright strikes because they wanted to, I guess, boost the narrative that Kendrick was saying in that song, which was that Drake was a weirdo and he was a PDF file. So that's kind of what he's claiming. And so because of that, all those streamers, maybe not all, I didn't see how all of them reacted, but I've seen a couple of them like No Life Shack and who else kind of reacted to it? RDC Gaming. They both were like, Drake, what the fuck? We don't fuck with you no more. You weird as hell for this. So Drake has been in a lot of hot water since he's pretty much lost this rap battle with Kendrick Lamar. So I see here that Luesta has a video called The Self-Destruction of Drake. He just posted this almost about a day ago. 300,000 views, 13,000 likes. I also gave it a like. And I kind of just, I was already going to watch it by myself. But I usually talk to myself when I watch these kinds of videos and just, I don't know. Because I just kind of talk to myself and just, you know, do shit like that because I'm weird. So I figured if I'm going to talk to myself like a weirdo, I might as well talk to myself in a microphone and pass the conversation to y'all and just kind of see what the general public thinks as well. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. The Self-Destruction of Drake. And we have Mr. Beautiful Joseph Budden right here in his old self. Joe Budden. Man, the times really do fly, man. They really do.
For my man, that's that guy.
I mean, we're jumping ahead, but you can't listen to the old no more. Like,
it's not the same.
It's not the same. Yeah.
All that's the same.
It's been corrupted.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like he's stepping on his own dope.
For years, Drake stood tall as one of the presidents.
Also, hold on. I want to make sure this is. Oh, it is at 1080, huh? Just say it didn't look like it. I feel like people. I mean, I guess with the way that he's been acting, I can understand why people would kind of not want to listen to his old music because they kind of see a different side to Drake now than they did back then. It's kind of the whole same thing with like R. Kelly and shit. How there's like people loved R. Kelly for a long time, and then once he got charged and arrested for his being weird with underage women, people, rightfully so, kind of didn't want to listen to the old music regardless of how good it was because of the man that he is. Though I do kind of think sometimes that kind of reaction to things can be a bit over dramatic because I mean, if the man made great music, you can just fuck with the music and not the man. But I understand a lot of things are just based on principle, so I don't really give it too much shit. But I mean, with Drake though, I mean, I don't like Drake. I'm gonna tell you that right here, right now. And I'm not saying that because I'm gonna start shitting on Drake and I'm gonna be a hater. No, I just never liked him that much. I just never liked his music all that much. But I can admit he made a couple songs that when I was a kid, that was the shit. Like he made some summer songs that, yeah, I didn't like the man, but fuck, let me tell you, that music was fire. And I don't think I'm ever gonna take off fucking Started From the Bottom or fucking Rico or what's another Drake song? I don't know. But whatever Drake songs I have in my playlist, I promise you, this beef is not going to make me drop those songs and make me not want to listen to him because he is still the best hit maker I think rap has ever seen. But I understand a lot of people, it's on principle. So I get that. But yeah, it's a bit over dramatic. But let's see.
Day kings of hip hop.
We're only 18
excelling in the
seconds
commercial
into, so let me see.
like few have ever done before or since. Plus, he was battle tested, even boasting an emphatic win over Meek Mill when they squared.
Okay, all right. Hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna hold on. He is not battle tested. That is the only beef Drake has won, was Meek Mill, and let's be honest. Back to Back wasn't that good of a fucking diss track. The only line, and I still don't understand how Meek just couldn't find a better response to Drake's one line in Back to Back where he said, "Is that your girl's tour?" Or sorry, no, is that your tour or your girl's tour? Some shit like that. Because Meek at the time was with Nicki Minaj, who of course it was definitely bigger than Meek Mill. At the time, and she definitely still is, regardless of how fucking stupid she's been the past few years. But this is why when people say Drake has been battle tested, he has not ever been battle tested. Not in a real beef, not like that. This motherfucker, he beat Meek Mill once, and thought he would, and people think that that he could win in any rap battle he got into. Like, are we just gonna forget about Pusha T? Are we gonna forget about Blackface Drake? You're hiding your kid from the world, but you hide the world from the kid. Whatever the fuck he said, we're gonna forget about that? Nah, bro. I knew from the jump Drake has not been battle tested, ever. he just threw a little backhand to Meek Mill, and Meek Mill, being the fucking whack motherfucker he is, was like, my mouth, fuck, and couldn't say shit in response to, is that your girl's tour or your world tour? You know, I would have told that nigga, bro, is that your real hairline? Fuck you. Like, you were just I don't. I'm sorry. Anyways, again, we're only 27 seconds in. Let's just keep going.
And even
again, I'm not a Drake hater. I just don't like him that much.
when he took a definitive L to Pusha T during their beef in 2018, he kept it hip-hop and bounced back, portraying himself as a student of the game.
I study rap battles for a living.
Did he? Did he? No, he didn't. He Pusha exposed him for having a kid, and this nigga said, I was gonna tell the world about my kid anyways. I was gonna use it for a fucking a publicity thing for, wasn't it like he said he was gonna do it for like a Nike reveal or some shit that he had a son? Nah, get the fuck out of here.
He kept it hip-hop and bounced back, portraying himself as a student of the game.
I study rap battles for a living. Now, when you mention defenseless people who are sick in the hospital that passed away, that really sent me to a place where, you know, I just believed then and believe now that there's just a price that you have to pay for that.
Then Kendrick...
You should have dissed him better. Even to this day, everybody thinks Push whooped your ass. He pushed your shit in that rap battle. With the story of Adonis, or what was it called? Oh, story of Adidon, whatever. So for as much as I study rap battles for a living, and he mentioned things about dead people, so, and which is rightfully so, don't get me wrong, yes. Anytime people mention dead people, it is in the most disrespectful way, always, and does always, in my opinion, it always deserves the proper response to that shit. But Drake's sitting here saying that shit, it just don't sit right, because he didn't even do it. He lost.
Lamar came along. After throwing out some bait with Like That, a battle ensued, which, as you all probably know by now, led to the biggest defeat of Dre's life. And all the while, both Drake and his team claimed that he was unbothered.
He didn't give a fuck. He was genuinely unfazed. As he shouldn't. He's a fucking guy. I respect it a lot.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. He just seems like he was lying the whole time with that. Because, look, he doesn't even have, like, he's not, like, I'm not saying Yachty's got to be, like, super animated with how he has to, like, respond and defend Drake. But just, like, the way he said he's not bothered by it just came off super, like, just not authentic. Like,
both Drake and
like, almost
his
like
team
a coat.
claimed that he was unbothered.
He didn't give a fuck. He was genuinely unfazed. As he shouldn't. He's a fucking guy.
Like, look, he wasn't bothered by it. I mean, as he shouldn't, man. He's the fucking guy. Like, like he tried to do the whole, like, I don't understand. But it just came off so fucking fake. Oh, he's the fucking guy. Like, why would it bother him? Like, I don't know. To me, it felt like even Yachty was coping for him, because he knew Kendrick was low-key whooping his ass, but Drake was his guy, so he wasn't gonna say that shit, which, I mean, solid to him. That's a solid homie for sure. You ride with your homies regardless.
I respected it a lot, and I talked to him. That shit didn't bother him. I never saw him down, ever. I never saw him kicking his foot, holding his head down. And then to a point where I just stopped talking to him about it because I felt like I was the one bringing him the negativity.
But it's clear now that nothing could be further from the truth.
Okay, bro. Shut the fuck up, bro. That's all he was going through for months, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Not only is Drake obviously bothered by it, but it's hitting him so hard that he's not just spiraling as Kendrick prophesied on his song Euphoria, but he's taking his entire career down with him through a string of historically bad decisions. And now, the fact that he's moving forward with a defamation lawsuit over a diss track feels like the final nail in the coffin for his legacy in hip-hop.
If you move forward and do a lawsuit, you're gonna look stupid. According to the doc, he said that was their response to him. Like, listen,
these are battle rappers. This is hip hop. This is rap. This is what every artist before you that had that crown did. We could go through Tupac. He did the same thing. We could go through Pusha T. We could go through Jay-Z. We could go through Ice Cube. We can go through, of course, Kendrick. We could go through
50,
Nas. We could go through 50 Cent, Cameron. So
Prodigy.
many Common, Prodigy,
50 Cent.
Remy Ma, Nicki Minaj.
Nobody has ever
Eazy-E. Like,
Nobody in the history of losing a rap battle has reacted with more whole-like antics than Aubrey Graham.
But it's a rap battle.
Exactly. Like, and that's what makes this whole situation funnier, because of the fact that we saw in the clip before, Drake said, I studied battle rap. I do that shit for a living. For him to turn around and then sue because he's offended, or at least is upset that the public perception of the rap battle was he lost. Like, if you studied rap battles, you should know. You should have studied how rappers act when they win the rap battle in the public eye, and how they react when they lose a rap battle in the public eye. When you lose a rap battle as a genuine rapper, a student of the game, what do? You shut the fuck up, you get back in the studio, and you start writing some shit. You start saying some shit. Fuck, look at Cole. You know? I mean, don't get me wrong. What is it called? Port Antonio? I stutter a lot. Port Antonio, I think, was the song he came out with a kind of a response. The people are still up in the air about how that response is and how it made them feel. I think he was definitely coping in that response, but I respect the fact that after he made the apology publicly at Dreamfest, he did what any other fucking battle rapper or rapper that's been asking for battles for a minute. He did what any of them would normally do. Shut the fuck up, go into the studio, and write some shit. Get in your bag. Don't go home and call the lawyer and be like, these motherfuckers hurt my feelings. Can we stop them from getting bread? Can we stop this song from going nowhere? No. Go make a song, because you're Drake. You're fucking Drake. You're a hit maker. Go make a hit that's dissing Kendrick, like you can normally do. I thought Family Matters. Was it called Family Matters? Yeah, Family Matters. I thought that song was fire. I'm losing it. Was it actually called Family Matters? I don't want to misremember the song. But it was a good song. Yeah, it was okay. I'm just make sure I'm not tripping. Yeah, Family Matters. I thought that song was a great response. My favorite line from, I remember it still, I think. I'm going to try it. But my favorite line from Family Matters was what was it? It was about good kid, Mad City van. We gonna pop the latch and make the door slide. Tears running down my city. Sorry, fuck. I can't think of it. No, it went good kid, Mad City van. Pop the latch and make the door slide. Tears running down my fucking cheeks. Watching these pussies die is a war cry. That shit was fire. It went something like that, but that shit was fire. I love that fucking line. And that's what I'm saying. All he needed to do was just go back and make a song that just had more fire lines like that and direct them directly at Kendrick's camp. That's all you needed to do. But no, he wanted to go back and go get lawyers. So no, and like you can't, like all the Drake defenders and shit, like you can't argue. You can't argue this shit. You can't argue that he's still the top. He's still the best battle rapper. He's still a dangerous rapper when he's sitting here suing people because of the mean things they said on a rap track that he can turn around and do himself back to them because he's a student of the rap game. Remember, he's the student of battle rap. Remember, it's. Yeah,
like,
let me just keep going.
You can't lose and then say, I lost and it's not fair what you said. Do you go back and listen to some of these diss records and how disrespectful they were?
Yeah,
like,
wildly.
Izzy Boy Luis.
Wildly. Didn't Jay-Z talk about fucking Nas's girl in his car and then leaving the condom in his baby seat? What the fuck are we talking? Like, what? Like, bro. Like... like it's crazy. Like you can't, and they didn't sue each other. I thought they were gonna start fucking killing each other. I'm gonna keep it a bean, but no, they just went back to battling, you know. And it was, well, actually no, I think Jay-Z's mom, I'm pretty sure made him apologize, or his grandma or somebody. But that was a wild line. Nobody got sued. They just kept battling.
The self-destruction of Drake. A story that begins on May 4th, 2024, a day that historians of the culture will remember as the start of the unraveling of Drake's unchallenged dominance in hip-hop. That afternoon, Kendrick Lamar, fresh off the release of his scathing and ominous Meet the Grams,
let me tell you, Meet the Grams was fire.
Was started
dude,
as
I was awake.
I
was awake when Not Like Us dropped, dude. I was fucking tweaking when I heard that. Psh, I see dead people. Bro, I was like, oh no, this nigga's killing them, bro. Man, when Not Like Us dropped, dude, that was such a good time to be up. It was only a little bit ago, but man, that first Not Like Us drop, bro, chills, man. That was a good fucking track.
Exploded
and it was a banger too. Oh my god.
To a global phenomenon, dominating the summer and eventually becoming a multi-Grammy.
See, you know what'd be fucking funny for Kendrick to do? Because some of you know this, but in case you don't, Kendrick is going to be the one performing at the Super Bowl this year in 2025. You know what's going to be funny? Because I know Drake is doing all this lawsuit shit because he's fucking nervous that Kendrick is going to play Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. And you know what I want Kendrick to do? Not even play Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. Not at all. So it makes even everything that Drake is doing look 10 times worse because this motherfucker isn't even going to fucking play the song. I really hope, and I feel like that's also why he dropped GNX, and not only he dropped, because that was Kendrick's new album that he dropped, his most recent one. I think that's why he dropped GNX, and also on top of that, he didn't put Not Like Us in GNX because he wanted to be able to walk into the Super Bowl with other tracks that have nothing to do with Not Like Us and still make it a banger fucking Super Bowl. I feel like that was the plan there. But I really hope he doesn't play Not Like Us at the Super Bowl because that will make Drake's lawsuit on all this bullshit that he's doing so much better, so much more funnier. Because then at that point, it's like, bro, what did you sue him for? He wasn't even going to play the song. He didn't even play the shit. He went on the biggest stage, didn't even play the song that you said got him up to the point where he was at. I hope he does that.
Nominated track
and this is 36
defining
minutes long.
Anthem for the West Coast. From the pop out to the unveiling of its music
pop
video,
out was fire,
this
man.
track, which labeled Drake as a certified PDF file, made it abundantly obvious who won the battle. While Dot took endless victory laps, Drizzy unveiled terrible diss tracks like Wagwan Delilah, collaborated with Camila Cabello, and posted a succession of selfies on social media.
Was
that
Wagwan
no
Delilah
man
even a
approaching
real
his
song?
40s should be sharing with the world. In the eyes of critics like Anthony Fantano, he claimed that.
And all Drake fans can do at this point is seethe and cope and sit there obediently as he shovels trash like this down their throats, which, you know, honestly is like the closest I have come to genuinely feeling bad for Drake fans in a minute. But yeah, I don't want to hear this song ever again for the rest of my life.
For a while, it seemed like the loss, while damaging.
I want like Wagwan Delilah was crazy. That's why I still think it's AI. There's no way Drake actually released that genuinely. There's no way.
And Spotify in the wake of the defeat, claiming that they used bots to boost Kendrick Lamar's streams and other backhanded tactics to artificially give K-Dot the edge, even though everyone seemed dubious to begin with, including his own cheerleader, Academics.
What's really interesting about Drake's claim is that if you watch the Academics interview, Academics questions the veracity, the truth of this guy saying, hey bro, are you sure? Like, somebody promised you points for bot streams? There's producers and engineers and people who feature on songs who don't get a % of the song. And somebody promised you. Academics questioned this guy's story. Anyway, Drake's lawyers
that's
saw
surprising.
it fit for a filing in a New York State court, and they say, look, this is some evidence of the bots.
Now, all right, I'll be honest with you. I talked to my man from Spotify. I won't say the name right now, but legit Spotify nigga. He said, hey, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what that person on your stream was talking about. Them Kendrick streams is real. That's what
I'm saying. What I did, I called the people that I know oversee those.
Fucking whack 100, dude. Man, that motherfucker is everywhere, bro. Fucking whack 100.
People that play like that, and I PTR'd it on my floor. They said, whack. We didn't work that. We didn't touch that.
And as the world lost its mind over what.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised Academics was that critical of Drake. He must have realized Drake was just fucking using him as like an extra mouthpiece, or like a mouthpiece, or as like a fucking little cheerleader for himself. I don't know. I don't know what happened, because Academics the whole time when the beef started was like, Kendrick ain't doing shit. Who's top 5 you smoking on, Kendrick? Because my top 5 is Drake. So I'm surprised that he actually questioned Drake's claims about the botting of the streams. That's I'm impressed.
This meant for his
The man finally woke up.
legacy, Drake insisted he wasn't going to discuss it.
This already is going to tell me it's clearly not Drake, right? So Drake didn't tell her this. Again, first of all, I reached out to Drake too.
Wait, what?
Drake, he's not speaking on this, right? And he doesn't need to speak on it. Yeah, it is.
Okay, that's not true. But I spoke to Drake. He's not speaking on it because he don't need to speak on it. I mean, I guess it's true, but that should you should sit there and be like, yeah, the fact you don't want to speak on it, yeah, it's looking a little weird for you, bud.
That's what it is. It's a lawsuit. You get what I'm saying?
As always,
I mean,
that silence created a vacuum. And in the absence of any real clarification about his intentions from Drake, his fanbase tried to fill in the blanks. Meanwhile, from everyone else, he was resoundingly clowned, with many of those who had been in the same circles as him and knew more than the public was privy to, feeling like he deserved it.
And so now we see what he's doing at the face of adversity.
Or he's a selfish, lying, manipulative sack of who has made enemies for 15 years, and now we're here at the fucking boiling point.
Yeah, you see, and that's my that's my thing too. I've heard people like Joe Budden, like Here Now, or like other people that are close to him, or not Joe, but like have been around Drake that have claimed that he's not a good dude. But like, yeah, see, that's my thing too with some of these Drake fans, because their first reaction or their first response to like Drake critique or like claiming that Kendrick is, has always been more of a superior to Drake, when it comes to rapping ability and things like that. Their first reaction is, well, look at everybody. Well, oh, wow. So, but without Drake, Kendrick wouldn't be nothing. And actually all these people dissing Drake in the industry, they all thanked him at one point for taking him, for him taking them on tour or for them, or for him like recognizing them and putting them in a bigger spotlight. And it's like, yeah, sure, 10-15 years ago, sure, like, of course, I'm sure Kendrick and A$AP Rocky and the Migos were all like, oh yeah, Drake's that guy, man. Like, he came in, he saw that we were cool, man, and he tried to help us out. He put us on his album, he remixed our song, he took us on tour. That man's the real one. Of course, when you first start a relationship with somebody, friendship, relationship, regardless, you're obviously gonna see their best attributes about them. Nobody's gonna fucking meet you and genuinely be just a piece of shit off rip unless they're just that much of a fucking asshole of a person that they don't give a shit. They're always gonna present themselves in the best way possible. It's not that hard to believe that as time went on, Drake did some shit, said some shit to these people that made them be like, nah, bro, fuck you. You're actually a piece of shit. Like, two things can be true at once. Yes, Drake did give Kendrick a boost early in his career. A$AP, a boost early in his career. The Migos, a boost with the Versace remix, of course. Future, of course. That don't mean he's not a piece of shit. That don't mean he doesn't deserve the shit talk that everybody in the industry is sending towards him, because clearly he's done some shit. The amount of people that have sat there and said he's just a piece of fucking shit that know him, it's crazy. It's ridiculous. I think Future came out and said that him and Drake's issue was over some chick that they both ended up fucking at some point. And they're fighting over a chick. And the other thing too is that I've also heard that apparently the Drake's like almost signature response to beef and how to get back at people that he does is he'll go sleep with their girls or go sleep with their sisters or mom or whoever the fuck. He'll try to sleep with the females in that person's life. Fuck a rap battle. Fuck hip hop all in general. You mean to tell me somebody maybe not even a close friend, but just, somebody you cool with, and you guys kind of get a little back and forth going on, but it's whatever, motherfuckers fight. You mean to tell me, and you find out this dude fucked your girlfriend or fucked your sister or whatever the fuck, you mean to tell me you're not going to take that in some disrespectful way? You're not going to have some feelings towards that shit? Nah, bro, you bugging. I don't believe you. So, I mean, like, the Drake fans, I feel like, are just so, they're just so, like, volatile, and they're so, like they want to find any way to give Drake a pass. Like, nah, bro, like, Drake he really ain't that nigga, bro. He kind of a bitch. He kind of an asshole. You know,
could be true.
You've been behind the scenes, being the biggest sack of shit you can possibly be. I'm not here to fucking play games with you niggas. Niggas know what it is out there.
People like Budden weren't the only ones either, as almost everyone who ever grew weary of Drake's endless subliminals relished in seeing him fall down.
Drake has been openly and covertly taking shot after shot after shot after shot after shot at like his contemporaries, at total randos like Esperanza Spalding, taking the crappiest side totally at random Tory Lanez like Esperanza Spalding.
Drake receives backlash for dissing singer Esperanza Spalding on new song Away From Home. You know why he probably dissed her? Because he probably liked her and she rejected him. I'll put money on it.
Spalding taking the
Drake move your hand.
crappiest.
Drake continues controversial support for Tory Lanez amid Megan Thee Stallion's shooting appeal. Megan Thee Stallion responds to, I'm assuming, Drake lyrics that implied that she lied. Tory Lanez about the Tory Lanez assault. Stop using the shooting for clout, I'm assuming she's saying. Yeah, why does this dude have issues with women? You're Drake. Why do you? It's so weird how a lot of his beefs are with women too. Like, it's why?
Side totally at random in the whole Megan Tory Lanez thing. Honestly, like, nobody asked what you thought about any of these things or any of these people. You're just making yourself look like a fucking asshole. You're just making enemy after enemy after enemy, totally for no reason whatsoever. Like, of course that's gonna catch up to you at some point.
Yeah, and then turn around and then be upset or surprised that people have bad opinions of you. Like, if you want to say some shit and talk some shit about the industry, do it. By all means. Fuck it, bro. It's your career. It's fucking free speech, my boy. But then you can't throw rocks and hide your hands. You can't punch somebody and then start crying when you get slapped and be like, why'd they hit me? You fucking hit them. Like, what do you mean? You started the fight. Fuck.
He constantly bitches and moans and whines and complains about, I got no friends in the industry. It's lonely at the top. Like, that has nothing to do with you. That's not your doing in any way whatsoever. That's just like completely by accident. That's just because.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you ain't got no friends. You ain't got no real life friends. You got no family. Like, I understand. I hear that saying all the time. You know, it gets lonely at the top, but like, it doesn't really. Like, you mean to tell me you don't have people from your life before you were famous that followed you this whole time throughout your whole career that you can't be solid with? That should even let you know too, because that's wild that even people that you knew in real life before you got famous, or just people you knew in real life that knew you because they're family or whatever, you don't even have them to be around? You're that alone? What did you do? Did you I don't know. There's a common denominator in all these issues with Drake, and it's not everybody else. It's Drake. It's the one man that's crying that everybody fucking hates him for no reason.
Because people were mean.
While others, who weren't so gleeful about it, tried to step in his shoes and unpack what was going on. In 50 Cent's case, he saw it as a desperate attempt to abruptly shut down the entire world from calling him a PDF file during one of the biggest sporting events on the planet.
I thought that was Drake's team trying to prevent the Super Bowl from doing more damage.
Right.
Because if you sue Apple and you sue the Universal Music Group during the period where Apple was over the music at the Super Bowl halftime, if they're already in a lawsuit, so they're already financially having to incur costs to defend themselves, and they know what that is regardlessly. We know how much frivolous lawsuits come through, but it costs you a minimum of the money to cut and handle it. So when they see that, if you didn't reach out, if his attorneys reached out to corporate at the NFL and said, we have this issue over this song. It's already a pending case. We don't want you guys to allow that to air and then you be a part of the damages.
Then, out of nowhere, Drake seemed to have second thoughts. Suddenly, he was backtracking, retracting the petition after his company, Frozen Moments LLC, revealed that they had, quote, met and conferred with UMG and Spotify on January 14th, 2025 regarding this filing. Spotify unsurprisingly had no objection to the withdrawal and discontinuance, while UMG chose to stay completely silent on the matter. As it seemed like they were about to put this behind them without costs to any party, people began to wonder why.
I wonder why Universal was like, no, we're not saying shit. That makes you feel like they got something in their back pocket that they're like, nah, you brought this up. We'll be done when we're done. Bro, that'd be crazy, bro.
Initially,
I wonder what they're doing.
Obvious reason seemed to be that the fierce battle with UMG seriously damaged his capacity to release music, meaning that he now needed to drop tracks in covert ways, such as that massive 100 gigs drop he did, or the
and that's the other, like, why would you sue the people that control your bread? You know, like, his music goes through Universal to get released. It gets published and distributed by Universal. Why are you suing the people that literally control how much money you get? Now that you're suing them, I mean, I feel like they have every right to not release your music. There's clearly a problem that you want to sue them for, so they're gonna halt all music production that comes out of you. Like, why would you do that? That's why I'm so confused. Why sue Universal and not sue the man who made the claim? You know? And on top of that, Drake, you asked him to call you that. Let's not forget. He asked him to call him that. In the fucking, what track was it? And the one with Tupac, the Taylor freestyle, whatever the fuck it is. The one with Pac and Snoop Dogg. He made Pac, it was him as AI voiced Tupac, but he said some shit like, call me weird about all the shit with the, with, what the fuck did he say? Hold on. I don't want to misquote him. Hold on. Give me like 2 minutes. I'm going to look it up. Taylor made freestyle. Lyrics. Here we go. So let's see what he said. Kendrick, we need ya. The West Coast savior. Engraving your name in some hip hop history. If you deal with this viciously. Right here. It says, we need a no debated West Coast victory, man. Call him a bitch for me. Talk about him liking young girls. That's a gift for me. Heard it on the Button podcast. It's got to be true. And then he just said, yeah, they told me the spirit of Machiavelli is alive and a nigga under 5'5". That's actually funny. But yeah, he literally asked him to call him that. Talk about him liking young girls. That's a gift from me. So you told him, yeah, bro, call me a weirdo about liking young women. And then you're going to get mad that this nigga said certified lover boy, certified PDF file. Wop, 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 wop. Fuck him up. How? You asked him to do it. So again, like, this whole situation just makes zero fucking sense to me.
Irish freestyle.
He might as well just tell us prepare for a cold winter, because I don't think we're getting no new music from him. I don't want that. So that's why I think it's bad. I want new Drake music, and I want his music to do well. I don't think his music or anybody's music could do the best to its ability without the label. It's an industry. Yeah. It's baked in the cake. If you're not with Universal, Sony, or if you're not with Warner, your music just won't get to the next leg.
Still, even with the petition being withdrawn, it seemed like there'd be consequence for it. In the eyes of Wack 100, he felt that the whole thing was such a bad look.
This motherfucker is everywhere. Why? Why is he everywhere? I can't stand this motherfucker, bro. I really can't.
He was bound to sell less when it came time to drop again.
I heard this nigga likes fingers in his asshole too, by the way. Just putting that out there.
Well, what's gonna happen now? He's probably gonna end up getting 250 to 400 instead of the 600 he was chasing. His next album is probably gonna do a 30% drop. Why? Because everything you snitched on, fucking it up for the up and coming artists, they're not gonna use.
You know why I don't like Wack 100? Because of this shit. He's too fucking loud, and he talks about everybody's fucking business way too fucking much. Especially, I see clips of him on No Jumper, bro. He talks way too fucking much. That's why I don't like him.
Use for you no more. So if he was dead like 450 last time, he gonna do like 275 to 320, right? Because you ain't finna get that extra push. You told, nigga.
Yet the most important thing was that for a brief moment, the whole thing seemed like it was over. And while it naturally prompted more mockery to come his way, it was nothing Drake wasn't used to at this point.
Yeah.
Obviously the sheer asinine.
Damn. Why your voice so fucking deep? What in the fuck? Damn. I got hit with the I got hit with the genetic short stick, apparently. What the fuck?
Decision to file legal filings over a rap battle is one of the wildest cases of spiraling I think I've ever seen in rap, right? On its own. And so now here we are 6 weeks after, we'll say.
But if people like Wack, Charlemagne, and essentially every cultural voice not named DJ Akademiks or Mal thought it looked terrible, well, he was about to make things a whole lot worse for his next play. Where the optics were pretty shady, even when it was a petition to sue over alleged bots, Drake then went one further and decided to file a full defamation lawsuit against UMG. And immediately, people couldn't believe it.
I'm just laying out the facts here and saying, this does not look good. This looks like you're outside of the culture. This looks like you are doing something crazy. If you have an explanation for it, I'd like to hear it. I'd love to hear Drake's explanation for this. It might be a brilliant one. But as of now, it just looks like he's suing somebody for doing the thing that everybody does in a rap battle, which is talk shit. And do we really think that people are out there trying to beat up Drake or kill Drake or get vigilante justice for pedophilia? I'm not sure I believe that.
With that one decision, Drake seemed to cement the idea that he
I mean,
was
you
a
never
loser.
know.
And as
I mean, you can't really say that. I mean, I'll be honest, bro. People are fucking wild out here, bro. Especially when, I mean, and granted, we talking about children in this situation. I mean, I can't say it's. I mean, I can't say it's far. It's far from the realm of reality that people might take Kendrick's song a little too, you know, realistic and want to do something to him, especially people who are super involved in hip hop and rap and that are part of that specific culture, for sure. Being a chomo is never, it never goes well in rap, ever. So, you know, I mean, I can't say it's, I can't sit here and say it's for sure happening, but I can't sit here and say it's for sure not happening either. Yeah, that is definitely a coin toss.
This is a hilarious byproduct of the whole thing. Some of his past bars from the beef now look hilarious. For instance, there's this line from The Hard Part 6 where he said, "First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet it's filed in?" Or the line on Taylor Made where he dared Kendrick to
that's what I just told y'all. Look, he literally told them to talk about that shit. Talk about him liking young girls. That's a gift from me. Taylor Made. He asked him to do that shit.
Call him a PDF file. But the most notable and relevant line to what Drizzy is experiencing now doesn't...
I won't lie, the drip is fire. I like the drip here. And I'm very surprised considering Drake has always been one that wears the wildest shit to me. Like, I don't like a lot of Drake's fits. Especially, did y'all see the one with him at the concert? He has, I'm gonna look it up. He has like a dinosaur tail. Let me see. Drake dinosaur. Let's just look that up. Dinosaur outfit. This shit. What in the good golly fuck is this shit? Dog, that's not even like a clear picture. I want like an actual clear picture. Yeah, like either way, you get the point. Here, look, here's a back look. What in the good golly, good fucking hell is this shit? What is this outfit? That is not drip. You look stupid as fuck. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, I'm pretty surprised. I'm actually pretty surprised. This is a pretty solid fit.
Didn't even come from this specific era. Instead, it's a bar from More Life's Do Not Disturb where he said, "I'd probably self-destruct if I ever lose, but I never do." Because now that he's facing a career-altering L, he's essentially done exactly that. But this didn't happen in isolation. Instead, it's been an accumulation of terrible moves that's led us to this present moment where
I'm gonna be completely honest, losing the rap battle wasn't the worst thing ever, or at least it wasn't supposed to be. His antics after is what's killing his public perception. Absolutely. That's why I said the best thing to do when you lose a rap battle is shut the fuck up, go in the studio, and make another fucking badass rap track, or just a badass fucking hit track, or a badass fucking album, and just get back in your bag. Stop this other bullshit. Stop this defamation shit. Stop this fucking lawyer shit. Because you even if he does win the case, in rap, law is not what puts you at the top. It's the court of public opinion. He might win in the court of law, but what matters in rap is the court of public opinion. And the court of public opinion right now is saying you guilty as fuck. Give him 30 years. We never seeing his ass again. Or give him life. We're never seeing his ass again. That is what is most important here, and he just doesn't care.
Where now it appears
it's all about the money. This whole lawyer shit, it's all about the money, which is the problem. He's in this game not because he likes rap, not because he studies rap and he's a student of the game and he loves it so much. He might have grown to love it because it's what makes him his money. But his most important thing out of all of this is to make sure he gets his money. That's it. And I mean, it's Drake. He's probably rich as fuck, so it's not like he's probably gonna go. It's not like he's gonna get broke anytime soon. But that money slows up, and that money, yeah, when you fuck up the way when you fuck up your bag, and that is the thing that brings you that money with the public. Yeah, nah, bro. Yeah, but that's why. Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I don't like him, because I know with him, he's not in the game because he likes rap. He's in the game because it made him the best money.
He may have done
irredeemable maybe I'm wrong. I know a lot of y'all. I know some Drake fans probably sit here and tell me how the fuck I'm wrong.
At the
maybe
moment,
I'm wrong.
Drake
but
is
that's
suing
how
Universal Music Group in federal court for spreading what he deemed to be a false and malicious narrative about him, arguing that they are now valuing corporate greed over the safety and well.
In his suit, Drake claims that while UMG enriched itself and its shareholders by exploiting Drake's music for years, and knew that the salacious allegations against Drake were false, UMG chose corporate greed over the safety and well-being of its artists. This is such odd wording. Drake claims while UMG enriched itself and its shareholders by exploiting Drake's music for years. Oh, I'm sorry, you mean selling your music like y'all fucking agreed to in the fucking contract? The same way how UMG also agreed with Kendrick in a contract to release his fucking music? The same way UMG chose corporate greed over the safety and well-being of its artists, so does that also apply to Kendrick? Because of your claims as well that he beats women and shit? So they also chose corporate greed over the safety and well-being of both you and Kendrick? Is that what this is? No, probably not. Because the lawsuit alleges that Not Like Us is intended to convey the specific, unmistakable, and false factual allegation that Drake is a criminal PDF file, and to suggest that the public should not resort to vigilante justice in response. I agree. They shouldn't. This shouldn't be a thing, because this is a what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but this is not a solidified claim, basically, is what I'm trying to say. This is not, it has not been proven. It's not solidified. So yes, vigilante justice should not be done in this case, because we don't even know if this is real. Either way, vigilante justice shouldn't even be a thing, even if he was criminally charged for this shit. You let the courts handle his ass. But again, in this game, this comes with rap battles. This happens. It's what you have to be prepared for. Yeah, and to sit here and state that they intended to convey the specifics, meaning that they were a part of it and they knew specifically that that these false allegations against Drake about being a PDF file, he's saying that they knew it and they let it slide. Which it doesn't make sense to me. Again, he went in Family Matters and claimed Kendrick beat his wife. He claimed Kendrick cheats on his wife. He claimed that his kids weren't even his kids. It was his best friend's kids. Do you understand? What if people believe Drake with that shit? What if people believe Drake and believe that Kendrick's friend, fucking Dave Free, slept with Kendrick's girl, and the kids that he's taking care of aren't even Kendrick's kids? It's his kids. What about that motherfucker? He could have been in danger because of some crazy Kendrick fans, or maybe some crazy motherfuckers that are close to Kendrick. That what if they believe Drake and went after him? Like, it just doesn't. When people say he's just showing that he's not part of the culture, I don't think it's that he's not part of the culture, because he is. I just think it's the fact that he's just a bitch. At the end of it, it's rules for thee and none for me. He's saying, oh, all this rap battle shit could have hurt me, but at the same time, all the shit that you said about the other side could have hurt them too. And Kendrick even brought that up in a song, saying that you put money in the streets to find information about me, and that could have ended bad. I don't fuck with that. Like,
well-being of its artists, Drake and his legal team have
only
tried
12
their
minutes in, bro.
utmost
I
to
don't know how
insist
long
that
this
this has
video
got
is.
nothing to do with
I
the
might have to
loss
trim
in
it
the
down.
battle
Wait,
itself.
how long are we at?
UMG may spin this complaint as a rap beef
We're at
gone
50
legal,
minutes.
the
All right.
documents read. But this lawsuit is about a war of words between artists. Drake alleges that UMG unleashed every weapon in its arsenal to amplify Lamar's track, even though the company was fully aware that the lyrics were not only false, but dangerous.
Both of
Feeling
y'all
betrayed by his own record label, which he claims waged a campaign against him while refusing to address the issue as a business matter, Drake said he had no choice but to pursue legal action against UMG. Despite claiming it wasn't about a war of words, the lawsuit zeroes in on just that. In the lawsuit, Drake argues that the song is defamatory, alleging the lyrics, album cover, and video promote a false and malicious narrative, accusing him of being a certified pedophile and a predator who should be placed on neighborhood watch. It also—
Well, how does the video pass that on? I've seen the video. I don't know if y'all have, but it's— the video is just them dancing. That's it. So how does the video portray and advance the false malicious narrative? How does the video do that? Okay.
Also claims that the song cover depicts his Toronto home, marked with icons used by apps like Citizen to identify.
Fuck, I gotta take a piss
While
after
the video
this.
reinforces this narrative with imagery linked
And I need to play some
and a
more
hopscotch
Rivals.
scene
I wanna play
paired
some
with the
Rivals.
line, trying to strike a chord, but it's probably A minor.
A minor.
Despite the lawsuit targeting UMG,
They not
Drake
like us.
maintains
They not
Kendrick
like
isn't
us.
the issue.
Brum,
The
brum,
lawsuit
brum,
is not
brum.
about the artist who created Not Like Us. It is instead entirely about UMG, the music company that chose to publish, promote, and—
What? This lawsuit is not about the artist who created Not Like Us. It is instead entirely about UMG, the music company that decided to publish, promote, exploit, and monetize allegations that it understood were not only false, but dangerous. What the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm gonna tweak. What are you talking about? You did it too. This is all. Are you fucking kidding me? He would have had a much better time suing Kendrick himself for defamation rather than suing UMG, who releases both of their fucking music because that's their job.
exploit, and monetize allegations it knew were not only false but dangerous. Much as they did when the petition was brought up initially, UMG's sentiment remained one of dismissal, experiencing a rare moment where the major labels aren't seen as the evil empire that they usually are. Universal Music Group has relished the opportunity to tell Drake to get over the loss, rather than seeking revenge where it's not warranted. In a lengthy statement, Universal pushed back against Drake's lawsuit, calling his claims both false and—
Okay, so this is their response. Okay. Not only are these claims untrue, but the notion that we would seek to harm the reputation of any artist, let alone Drake, is illogical. Thank you. We have invested massively in his music, and our employees around the world have worked tirelessly for many years to help him achieve historic commercial and personal financial success, said a UMG spokesperson. They added, throughout his career, Drake has intentionally and successfully used UMG to distribute his music and poetry. Shut the fuck up. I'm talking to my phone. To distribute his music and poetry, to engage in conventionally outrageous back and forth, quote, rap battles, to express his feelings about other artists. Exactly what he's doing. Like, how are you going to sue them for doing the same thing that they do for you? They do the same thing on both sides because that is their job. That's what the contract is agreed upon. He now seeks to weaponize the legal process to silence an artist's creative expression and to seek damage from UMG for distributing that artist's music. Yeah, that's why I was so dumbfounded by how this could not be about Kendrick. Because if he wins, the song is completely fucked. So you fuck over Kendrick. So you trying to act like, oh, I'm just trying to protect us both. This isn't about doing that. You want to shut Kendrick up in the legal way. We have not and do not engage in defamation against any individual. At the same time, We will vigorously defend his litigation to protect our people and our reputation, as well as any artist who might directly or indirectly become a frivolous litigation target for having done nothing more than write a song. Thank you.
Illogical.
Keep going.
They emphasized their long-standing support for Drake, citing massive investments in his career and the tireless efforts of their employees to help him achieve historic success. They also argued that Drake had willingly used their platform to engage in rap battles.
That's
in
why
the
whole
past.
claim of them fucking exploiting his music doesn't make fucking sense. He uses them to release their music, or to release his music, because that's what's agreed upon in their contract. That's the point of a contract. They have a job to release your music. You have a job to make music so they can release it for you. Who's exploiting who here?
Is now attempting to weaponize the legal system to silence another artist's
I know I keep coming across like I hate Drake.
Overall,
I really don't.
They firmly denied engaging in defamation.
When
and
you think about this shit, it just don't make fucking sense at all. Like what?
Vigorously defend themselves and their artists against what they see as frivolous litigation. Almost immediately, the lawsuit had become a source of hilarity. To legal professionals, it has been deemed so flimsy that he's getting cooked by legal experts on live television.
No, he's getting roasted by lawyers on TV. Oh, fuck, dude. Fuck. Whoever his lawyer is never gonna get another fucking client other than Drake. Ever. Oh, dude.
It seems like a failed attempt sort of not to look petty, not to look like he's suing the artist that just, you know, annihilated him in this rap battle. Let's just call it what it is. That's
even the fucking white woman said you got destroyed, bro. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, that's crazy, bro. You're getting roasted by lawyers, dog. Not only are they saying you lost the rap battle, they're saying you are petty. This entire lawsuit is a huge beat around the bush to sue Kendrick so you don't look as petty. That's fucking hilarious.
Song is a banger, right?
All the while,
song's a banger, right?
Approach was one that only further damaged his standing among hip-hop fans. Because while here he had previously said that the petition was about bots.
By the way, fuck this hairstyle. Whoever told you to do that, fire them.
This is literally about the...
You just don't look good to look at. Pause. Like, you just... What is this? You look like a mop that's been standing upright all night and is completely dried out. That's what this hair looks like. It looks like a flimsy, dry mop.
The lyrical content of the track. What's wild is that he's now trying to suppress free speech, which goes against everything he previously stood for, especially when he advocated
Yo,
for
honestly,
Young
I can't
Thug.
wait for Adonis to grow up. I hope Adonis becomes like a fire rapper or some shit. That would be great.
A rapper whose lyrics were being used against him in court as well. Ironically, that stance was one many hip-hop fans didn't even support at the time. Friendly reminder that in 2022, Drake signed a letter alongside other artists that protested against the use of rap lyrics in court. The lawsuit he just filed...
Oh, man. He exposed, bro. It just... You keep getting repeatedly exposed for dumb shit. This wasn't even fucking 3 years ago. Or actually, it was 3 years ago. It's like 4 years ago now. Yeah, 3-4 years ago. Whatever. I can't count. This wasn't even that long ago. And you signed a petition saying rap lyrics shouldn't even be used in court. And now you're going to turn around and use rap lyrics in court. Keep going. Just keep going.
Exactly that.
Just keep
This man has always been a hypocritical slimeball. He stands for nothing that doesn't help him win. Another important aspect of the lawsuit that couldn't be overlooked was the attack on his home that happened shortly after Not Like Us dropped.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Police confirmed that they are investigating an overnight shooting outside of the home of rapper Drake. Here's a live look this morning at the scene. This is outside 21 Park Lane Circle.
See, and this is what I'm saying. This is why I said it. This is why I said you can't make the claim that people aren't trying to get at him and people are trying to get at him, because in this game, when people claim somebody else is a chomo, that's weird. And in case you're wondering what a chomo is, it means child Esther. You know what I'm saying? Child Esther. It's a short for saying, it's just shorter for saying that. But yeah, when you get exposed for being a chomo, people in this game, in this culture, they don't take lightly to that. So that's why I'm saying you can't say that he's not getting people that are trying to get at him, because, I mean, he got shot. I mean, he didn't get shot, but there's a shooting that happened outside his crib, so.
In North York, well known to be the...
That's why I say it's much better to sue Kendrick for this shit. If you want to do this whole lawsuit thing where you already look like a fucking bitch, you might as well just go fully into it and at least sue Kendrick, where you have much more of a better chance of actually winning, because he made the claim that you're a PDF file without having actual legit evidence. And you could have won, got the bag, got the song shut down, and you would have been fine. You would have looked like a bitch still, but at least you would have won your fucking case. You suing the music distributor, you just shot yourself in the foot. This is stupid as fuck.
Home of the Toronto-born rapper. One man was rushed to hospital with serious injuries. Police have confirmed to City News that the victim is not Drake.
In the lawsuit, Drake and his team seek to directly link the assault, which led to a bodyguard being shot and a bullet getting lodged in his door, to K-Dot's diss track. He then reveals that a man attempted to dig a hole to enter the property, as well as another instance of trespassing the following day too. Reportedly, this prompted him to move his family for their protection. And while anyone would empathize with that, what's not really working is his attempts to scapegoat that particular track as the source of all aggression towards him, especially when he threw a lot of disses out on Family Matters and push-ups.
That's very whack, by the way, and I'll tell you why. Because Drake wasn't just, going back and forth with Kendrick. He was going back and forth with multiple artists.
That's
the
true.
Weeknd's manager,
I forgot about that. Yeah. He didn't just go at Kendrick. He went at Rocky. He went at Weeknd. He went at Rick Ross. He went at who else? Future. Metro Boomin. Like, he went at a lot of people other than Kendrick. So he, in that one song, Family Matters, solidified on wax a lot of fucking enemies. So yeah, I guess you can't really claim it specifically from Kendrick for sure. But I'm saying, still being labeled a chomo, not good.
And then everybody, and then
a lot of bad repercussions come with that label.
The security guard with Drake, and they had an issue. So why are you just pointing at Kendrick and saying not like us caused this?
I'll get to it. So he details the fact that not only was he home, but he had to endure what the security guard went through. He wasn't physically shot, but it was, there was like a mental distress almost, or like a stress on him, because he was a part of the people that they were trying to stop the bleeding on the guard. The ambulance took 30 minutes to get there. So it was a very tragic situation that he had to endure. And he's saying that they point this to the song because of the art on Not Like Us.
Above all, the attempts to claim that Kendrick Lamar's bars.
Oh, I see what they're saying, because he posted a picture. Is he trying to say because they posted a picture of his house as the cover for Not Like Us? I mean, unfortunately, your address is public information, so yeah. Can't really put that all on
essentially
Kendrick.
Calling for censorship, but only in one direction.
Was Family Matters not also published under UMG, where Drake accuses Kendrick Lamar of beating his wife, not being the father to his children? And I know one accusation is societally viewed as significantly worse than the other. That's why Drake is going on this whole
it is. No, it is. It's much harder to be labeled as a chomo than just a woman beater. But still, we talking about false allegations and shit. This is the same shit. You did the same shit. Crooked ass hairline and all.
Or about how much trouble and damage he's been given from Not Like Us. So I get that the stakes are different, but the action is the same. He's pretending like UMG prioritized Kendrick Lamar in this instance.
Drake even taunted Kendrick multiple times, telling him that if he really wants
that fucking Tupac ring, dude, my goodness. Man, you've gotta be fucking kidding me. You cheesy motherfucker. That I fucking hate this nigga, bro. It's just funny, dude. This motherfucker's got his nails painted and everything, and he's got the Tupac ring, and he's got this cheesy ass like, yeah, fuck you, motherfucker, fuck you niggas, I got that shit. That's what I'm saying. I like Drake for how petty he can be, but I wish he would just turn this pettiness into a rap rather than go to court. it would make me like him 10 times better, because I know he's this fucking smile, dude, it kills me every time, dude. He knows he's being a fucking asshole. He knows he's being a cheeseball right now, and he's just, oh man, it's so funny. I just wish he would take this kind of attitude and put it in rap. That's it.
Wanted
I just want good
as
petty
he
music
claimed
out
in
of
his
him.
song Euphoria, then he should come get it himself, essentially daring him to break into his house.
You gotta model me for Shout out Nadine. You gotta model me for Nocta, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Crazy, bro.
It's not my shit, but I still got it though.
How much is that ring worth?
Come get it out the crib.
Sorry.
Come get it out the crib. It's not my shit, but I still got it though. Yeah, you bought it. That's your shit. Come get it out the crib. I'm like, bro, you can't be saying shit like this and then be surprised when niggas pull up to the house. You're telling them what you have in the house. Don't be wrong. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, people already know you got a lot of expensive shit in the house. But you over here flaunting. I got Pac's ring. Come get it out the house. And you're gonna be shocked when somebody pulls up to the house. Like, bruh.
With this willful ignorance and his own role in creating enemies, fans see it as just another example of how Drake has become increasingly unhinged since taking the L. Such as one user who wrote, "The boy been losing his mind since his beef with Kendrick. That man got beef with rappers, singers, basketball players, anybody associated with Kendrick." And if anything further emphasizes how far out of touch he is with reality, it's the fact that he's even coming after the YouTube community for their reactions. In a baseless claim, Drake suggested that the reaction community were over-exaggerating when they first heard Not Like Us to artificially boost its popularity. Immediately, Zayas and B. Lou disputed.
What the fuck? Yeah, no, what? What do you mean? So you know how these people react? Like, you know when they're being fake or not? The only way you could prove that is if there was like a payment or some shit by UMG, that UMG paid Kai or paid No Life Shaq to absolutely promote Not Like Us in a positive way. If you don't have that proof, if you don't have those receipts that payment was made, there's a baseless ass claim that you cannot prove. You cannot prove that.
Claims of being paid. Instead, they argued that the song simply went hard.
If this your first time hearing Not Like Us, what the is you supposed to do? If a come on this bitch, dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, you know, it's what the you gonna do?
It's it's a hard track. People are gonna bump their head. People are gonna stank face it. That's yeah. No, literally, yeah, no, even Ack, bro. Like, didn't he get exposed because his fucking Spotify, his top 5 on Spotify, Kendrick was in there at like #1 or some shit. So even this nigga know it was a banger, and this nigga want to come around to. I'm not sure if he's making the claim that people were bought, but I'm just saying, like, even he was sitting there, like, bumping Not Like Us and admitted that Not Like Us was a banger. So how are we acting like it was so bad and people's reaction was so over the top that you can blatantly tell that they were paid off? Like, how? No, the song was just a fucking hit.
Man, you can admit that Not Like
The
Us.
same way how Family Matters, they were also bumping their head, being like, fucking, okay, Drake. It's the same shit. You're going to say they were paid off too to put your shit in a positive light? Of course not. Because it doesn't work for you.
In this whole entire beat.
And in what must be an alarming new trend for Drizzy, even academics conceded that he was maybe in denial about the track just striking a major chord.
Yeah, no, it was a hit. It was a hit.
Exactly, it was a fucking hit.
Spin in this lawsuit is that UMG's created incentives for reactors to react in the way that we did, and that's why the song went up. When it's like, no, regardless of anything UMG did, we was gonna react the same way that we did,
bro.
With everything else.
We did the same way with Drake, bro. When his shit was booming, bro, I'm hearing bars and I'm lit, bro. I get lit, bro. That's me, bro. You feel me?
I've said this to a few people privately, but I think I've said this publicly too. I think one of the ways how Drake views this whole thing is that he really don't think that song is as lit as
What was I saying earlier?
But it is though. You feel me?
Faced with this wild accusation,
that's fine.
The duo even
you can't.
considered
But
how they could
you
get
can
a
have
bag
your
from Drake
opinion,
over
but you
it
can't
with a
use
suit.
your opinion as a basis of fact. That's an opinion. You can be the only person on the world that genuinely believes Not Like Us is a piece of shit song, but it doesn't mean everybody else is overreacting and saying that it's good when it's not because you think it's not good. No, you just don't think it's good. Fine. Doesn't mean you're fucking right. Just means you don't think it's good. But it's that your opinion is not a basis of fact. It's just not That's not how that shit works.
Is there any play in a countersuit with Drake's lawsuit, being that he mentioned us? I'm on stream, by the way, because I'm not gonna lie. Like when I saw me and B. Lou was mentioned in the lawsuit, I haven't been at
Even
ease
they
all
got
day.
mentioned? That's crazy though.
I actually didn't. I was unaware of that.
Yeah, it said that it made claims that we reacted in a certain way because UMG lifted our copyright, and I've been getting all kinds of threats from OVO. Like my family been getting threats. They've been like finding my address. I just been distressed all day.
Others, such as No Life Shaq, just
Yeah. I got nothing to say to that. Yeah.
just straight up clowned him.
This nigga Drake them snitched on the reaction community. It's no way. It's no way you got us in this case, dog. Nigga, we chilling, having fun. And you got us listed in the case? Oh, this gotta be the softest nigga ever, dog. Man, hey, Drake, you ain't hip hop, bro. It's no way. You a great artist. I give you that all day long.
Fuck, man.
I promise you. Can't
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That now it's even like reactors that are, and hip hop reactors too. Then No Life Shaq, I mean, he reacts to a lot of shit, not just hip hop, but he's like mainly known for reacting to rap and hip hop and being a huge fan of the of hip hop. And it's crazy. One of the biggest fucking mouthpieces for hip hop and what is good and what is not. I'm not saying he's like a crazy gatekeeper, but he does definitely have influence on what is good music and what's not. Bro, he's even saying you not hip hop, bro. Man.
But bro, you gotta be the softest nigga in the history of Earth.
Yeah,
Look
bro.
at this, y'all.
That nah, bro. That I got nothing to
There is
say.
a hypocritical side to it all that only further damages his credibility. As the news broke, another reaction channel, Screwface John, suggested that there was no copyright claims against his reaction to the song Push-Ups by Drake either. But that's only scraping the surface. After all, this is the same guy who told
Again, UMG. Again, this is what I'm saying. Like, why sue UMG? They don't give a fuck about this rap battle. You know why? Because they're getting paid from both of y'all. Because they both have to release your music. They have to release your Push-Ups, your Family Matters. They have to release Kendrick's Not Like Us and all his other tracks. They don't give a shit. They're glad, low-key, you're doing this shit because it's bringing them hella more money. The UMG doesn't give a shit who wins this shit.
Kai
They just
Cenat
want to make sure
stay
that they're
on
getting a lot of
stream
money
to
out of it.
react to his diss track, and whose team allegedly tried to pay Rob Markman to take his side in the beef.
I'll tell you one further, and I'm gonna be honest.
Wait, what? Rob Markman, Drake's team asked me to help him beat Kendrick. I said OVO no. He lost this case. Bro, there's so much evidence against some dude. He completely fumbled this case.
Honest, and I haven't said this, and I was
He actually there's no way.
approached during the battle by a team connected with the OVO side and asked me to show the boys some love. You know, again, I was being as unbiased as possible. I was calling it like I said, but they asked me, yo, we know you're unbiased. Really said it. We know you're unbiased, and we like that you're unbiased and you really try to call it straight, but can you show the guy some love? And no money was offered. No, absolutely no money was offered.
Okay.
But, you know,
Okay.
they kind of offered some things, some information, some access, and say, yo, and we'll make it that you could play his songs in your videos. You know, well.
Okay. So he didn't pay them, or he didn't pay him, or he didn't offer him money, but he's claiming that they offered him other shit, like freedom to use his music in his videos. Okay. I mean, it's not bribery. You're not paying people off, but I mean, it doesn't help your case that you're claiming that UMG over here paid all these reactors to fucking have a positive reaction to music, and then you turn around and this guy is claiming that you also did the same shit.
Well, whitelisted. Ultimately, I declined.
Above all else,
Dog,
what's clear
what is
that in
happening?
the court of public opinion, playing the card that he is an innocent bystander can't fly when tracks like Family Matters are still out there in the world.
Good track, but like I said, good track, by the way. I actually like this track a lot. I'm telling you, that one line about the van, favorite line.
Drake
So good.
isn't a victim. He attacked Kendrick's family and child first. He put the same risk on Kendrick's family he's complaining about. Kendrick's kids also have to go to school.
Yep.
Kendrick's wife matters. He has a
Yep.
history of involving other men's families or significant others.
Yeah, that's what I said. I've heard he's had history of when he has beef with somebody, he'll go and try to fuck their wife or their girl or their ma, or their auntie, or their sister, or their cousin, or somebody close that's a woman. How can you be surprised you made so many enemies when you do that? That's one of the most disrespectful shit. That's one of the most disrespectful things you can do to somebody.
Going on all fronts,
sleep with the woman in
Drake
their
just
life.
can't seem to escape damaging his public image. Because at this point, it isn't even a crash out, but crash landing to Earth. In Academics' opinion, all of this behavior in the wake of Not Like Us all comes down to the fact that he simply can't fathom taking the L when he's usually accustomed to wins.
Without any business, no matter what.
That's that fucking princess shit, man. He's a fucking princess. He can't take a loss. I want him to win. He just needs to go make good music and stop suing motherfuckers. But at this point, I don't know what's gonna happen to him.
You're supposed to
I
take
think
some
this
of
is
your
the
profits
legit
and put it
fall
back
off
in the
of
market.
Drake.
You're supposed to have a rollout. You're supposed to keep investing to keep getting more and more
views,
listeners,
more
or
eyes.
or
Yeah.
consumers to grow. You're not just to say, I'm the guy, I'm the hottest, and maybe because I'm putting out the hottest music and I'm making some social moves and you see me do a collab with 21 or Future, I don't need to do the other shit. But if you ask me, I think Drake has done that. So I'm not even I'm not saying Kendrick used bots, but if Kendrick had a rollout, I'm not blaming Kendrick at all.
But he must be getting used to it, because at the moment, he doesn't even recover from one public-facing disaster before he sets off another one. After all, this comes at a time when he's already in a one-way dispute with LeBron James. Following their appearance at the pop-out, Drake had smoke for a succession of basketball stars, including former Toronto Raptor DeMar DeRozan. But this was just one of many
I didn't see him to the
for a
side. Wait,
succession
what?
of basketball stars, including former Toronto Raptor DeMar DeRozan.
It didn't even look like he said it out loud. He just whispered it. Fuck out of here, pussy. Fuck out of here, pussy.
But this was just one of many basketball beefs which he has focused on as opposed to trying to outdo K-Dot. Currently, Drake is deeply in his feelings over what he sees as the betrayal of a man who he counted as a friend, or at least admired, to the point that he literally got his high school jersey tattooed on his arm. In Drake's defense, it truly did seem like they were all good. In fact, you only need to go back as far as November of 2023 to see him literally being accompanied at shows by James and his son. But it seems like whatever bond they had imploded when LeBron showed up in the crowd at the pop-out. With Drake's reputation in shambles and Kendrick
I mean, I get it, but I mean, like, are we surprised? Bro, this is all, like, y'all are celebrities. You seriously gonna take friend? I mean, I can't talk shit, you know? I mean, I don't know. You really think celebrities are gonna stay solid, bro? People in the normal world, you rarely find people who stay solid to you. They usually flip-flop with whoever's hot or whoever's cooler than you, whoever's more popular than you. And that's 10 times more with fucking rap, with not just rap, but just celebrity life. Like, that would have been something cool for him to mention in a rap song. Something about, yeah, bro, I thought LeBron was my nigga, but fuck him. He over there with the other side. Stay over there, pussy. Like, he could have mentioned this in a rap song. It would have been fire.
Continuing to rise, it appears that LeBron has gone all in as a K-Dot fan. And for Drake, this must have been a rough lesson to learn after being a kingmaker for so long. Because once people are looking at you sideways, those fair weather bonds that aren't built on real friendships will fall apart. Soon, leaked DMs made the rounds, with it appearing that Drake was making some bold claims about LeBron.
What do you say? I mean, I don't know no details, fam. I'm just showing you outside perception. I think there's better ways to go about it, is my opinion. Me and Universal is like if Nike was funding a campaign about LeBron cheating on his wife. That is not the same shit at all. UMG didn't even bring up anything about what was in Not Like Us. They just said Kendrick's dropping. Here y'all go. Listen to it. Like, no, that is two different scenarios. Not Adidas or Reebok. Nike, the company he been with since he started. My situation is not no street shit. Yes, it is. This is rap, motherfucker. Everybody before me that tried the label was too eccentric, so they wrote them off as crazy, and they never had to pay for their sins and mistakes. I'm going to change that and make the building a safer place for every artist moving forward. Your shit is personal and it involves violence, and I just think the way you're doing it makes you look crazy. That's my opinion. You don't need to listen to it. I just think if all you are saying is true, there's better ways to handle it other than dropping a tape. It's a rap battle, dog. It's a rap battle.
LeBron's adulterous ways. Me and Universal is like Nike was funding a campaign about LeBron cheating on his wife, not Adidas or Reebok. Nike, the company he's been with since he started. My situation.
Yeah, I don't understand. So what? Like, what is his thing with this here? So he's suing UMG because he's saying that they're campaigning about him being a PDF file with Kendrick's music. So what? Would it not be the same then if, let's say, I don't know, Kendrick released the music through Warner Brothers, I guess, or Sony or some shit? And you're not going to sue them then? It's different because it's not the people that rock with you, so it's okay? No, that opinion can fly. It just can't come from Universal. It's just stupid. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
From there, the allusions to his problems with LeBron just kept coming, with the Fighting Irish freestyle, in which a wounded Drizzy seemed to be suggesting that he wouldn't hesitate to ruin LeBron's reputation. In the lyrics, he said, "Talking about we family, well, I'm not the cousin to visit. God forbid we ever got to tarnish your public image. All that brother talk as if I really discovered a sibling." From there, academics filled in the blanks by going on the attack.
Newsflash for LeBron. Yo, LeBron, I talked to enough whores in Canada. I've talked to enough people. Maybe Drake will keep teasing it. Let me just tell you what I've heard. Yo, LeBron, you and Drake used to go on two-man, okay?
But while Ack felt like it was a
this nigga is so weird, bro. Why would you say some shit like that? You nosy fuck. You're so weird. These
masterful
people.
move, he seemed to be the only one. For one, Ebro and those at Hot 97 couldn't believe that this was what he was doing to another high-profile figure.
I've never seen bitch asses like this. This is what I'm saying, and I think for the average person, it's got to be fairly confusing, because why is Drake going at LeBron?
Because LeBron danced to Like Us.
Yeah, I said it's not that hard. I mean, yeah, if you're outside of this, you don't understand. But yeah, it's not that hard. It's because he just went to a fucking Kendrick concert. And he really thought that they had a real friendship. A celebrity.
And was rapping Man in the Garden from the GNX album on social media.
At the pop-out concert.
Now,
so Drake's feelings are hurt, so he's going at a dude who can't rap.
No, but
yeah,
yes, but real
pretty
quick,
much.
And
Sean,
outing his family.
Sean, yes, to your point, yes. I want to be clear. I said on this radio station last week, and I said it with my chest, I understand why Drake would be annoyed after the years of friendship that LeBron would be so publicly like supporting Kendrick's music. I get how that would make you feel away.
And Drake has LeBron tattooed on his body.
Shawnee, stop saying the things I don't understand. I'm saying what I do understand. Okay?
Meanwhile, he was just outright clowned by Charlamagne in The Breakfast Club.
I'm not
Channeling the
surprised.
days where
Charlamagne's
memes
kind of
about
a fucking
Drake being
asshole.
overly sensitive ruled the internet.
It sound like a love letter, like, yo, what happened? You cheated, like, you know what I'm saying? It sound like they was lovers. Like, this is too much.
It do sound like Drake broke up with all his NBA booze in his head. DeMar DeRozan,
You would
Bron.
even check up on my son.
Nah,
at the
hell
PDH.
nah. They called him Fruity. Bro, you gotta get in the studio, bro.
Christian, like
actually in the studio and do some shit. This is
when Drake
crazy.
raps,
They're
but
calling you Fruity.
Are you sitting around writing the heartbreak records?
But that's what he should
because
do.
These
in
guys,
a dark, dim room.
But that's what he should do. That's what we said. We instead of going to Instagram and IG and social media, he should be putting it in his music. I would have loved to hear an album off of it.
But you writing the heartbreak records because you got your ass kicked in a rap battle and everybody and their mama
R&B.
agrees
Which
with
is
you.
so crazy. I
no.
said
This ain't rap.
he shouldn't be
This is
online
tough
talking
R&B.
about it. He
Nah,
should
bro,
put it
they
in his
calling
music. When he
Drake
puts it in his music,
Fruity,
he's a sucker
man.
for putting in his
No,
music.
we just saying don't sound gay about it when you're doing it. That's what
Oh
we're
my
saying.
god. So I'm saying, bro, you need to get in the studio. At this point, I don't like you, but you're getting shit on so bad. I want you to go in the studio. Please defend yourself. Please, bro. I was hoping you would get your ass whooped, but this is just straight up beatdown. please go in the studio and please fight back. This is sad. I actually am rooting for him now because he's getting his ass whooped so bad by everybody. They called you fruity, dog.
That's his feelings.
Aside from Academics, Maul, and the rest of the OVO Avengers, it feels like Drake is only winning with streamers and fellow Stake associates like XQC and Aiden Ross.
I guess I should give a little intro. Like, I'm Drake. This is XQC, real streaming legend. Me, I do music, in case you didn't know. I'm here, as you can see, fully intact. Mind, body, and soul, in case you were wondering, right?
Mind, body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul. You need facts to take me out. Fairy tales won't do it. Cheers to everybody.
Words live by.
Words to live by, real talk. Cheers to everybody. Love, W's for everybody. Maxes tonight. Anitas.
We need Max winner.
Anitas tonight. Listen.
As when it comes to hip-hop,
I really wish he wasn't such an asshole. He does seem pretty fun to be around.
It feels like everyone has collectively taken a step back from their fandom, if not distanced themselves entirely. Meanwhile, the less said about the West Coast, the better. There's literally billboards clowning him out here. Elsewhere, it feels like you can't refresh a feed on any social media platform without seeing someone clowning him.
Please fight back. Drake, please fight back.
In an inventive way.
If you don't like me, I'ma sue you.
You know the judge is OVO, Crody.
Go ahead, get your lawyers on the phone, cause I'm about to sue you.
That wop's gonna be evidence, baby.
And yes, I'm for real 38 years old, but I'm just
And as the fallout from the news of the lawsuit reaches its peak, his fans are left trying to find any angle in which this could be deemed a win.
Him filing this lawsuit meant that Universal has to commission probably at least $1 million in responding, gathering some type of discovery, because that's what comes really next, filing motions, doing all these show cause motions, setting all, like, you know, probably it's going to be a lot of money. They have obviously an extensive legal team, but now Drake is costing them money in court when he used to make them money on Spotify.
But for the most part, they're having to concede that there are a few ways to spin it in his favor.
Did you communicate with that label to say, hey, you have my, did you communicate with them in Spotify to say, hey, you have my house as a cover art to the song and my house just got shot at? Stop. Because if none of those things or communications happen, it seems a lot like it's happening in post when really nothing could be done. I guess you could get money, but it then would.
That's what I was saying. This is all about, he's not a student of the game. He just wants the money. Everything about this is money to him. He really doesn't care about the public perception. I mean, he does, clearly, but at the end of the day, all he wants is the money. He's not a student of the game. He doesn't give a shit about he doesn't give a shit about the rap culture. He just wants to make sure he's got his money lined up. That's it.
Lead the like-minded people who I see are a lot on Twitter who are saying, no, this lawsuit's only filed because you lost.
And in the worst case scenario, they feel like he might be cooked no matter what happens.
Because I didn't think Drake was going to file a lawsuit at all. I was like, why not just file the lawsuit? Instead, what the petition was asking for was, yo, show us some of the things that we have no access to that we could get the proof to file the lawsuit. And I'm like, just file the lawsuit, then ask for that in discovery. That's what people do. So I thought this was a leveraging play from Drake. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought Drake at some point was gonna drop it after Universal probably be like, this is a bad look for us, whatever. But me, honestly, I think secretly, I think Universal, this is me speaking here, I think Universal has responded in a way that Drake didn't think they would respond. I think they're saying to Drake, oh, you really think you that nigga? Well, fuck you, fuck a settlement, and fuck your career.
Now that he has pressed the proverbial red button, Drizzy has to stick to his guns. And at the moment, it appears that there is no way to solve it. And it's only liable to get worse when Kendrick takes to the stage at the Super Bowl in a couple of weeks' time.
Doing this to help other artists is not about no other artists, it's about himself. Had he won the battle, he would have not filed
Suit
nothing.
would never have been a thing.
Filed nothing. And you could just
Never
see that
have been
from
a
the simple
thing.
fact about how all these niggas was talking greasy after the battle. They talking about doing stuff to people. They talking about all this other stuff. And then now we get this federal lawsuit. Some think it's a ploy for him to put Kendrick in a position to not perform, not like us. Some people say behind the scenes he's crashing against the NFL. Listen, it's about to get darker. If you thought this shit wasn't dark, bro, if you thought that you wasn't already going through it, if you thought that, you know what I mean, you've met your worst when it came to this battle, you have seen nothing yet.
As he's backed into a corner, people can't believe the fall from grace that they're seeing right now. Because, as Glasses Malone pointed out, this is a man who literally had it all and squandered it.
Kendrick and his bots that who.
Oh my God!
Stop it.
Oh
the nigga's such a fucking dumbass. He's so culturally ignorant, cuz. Like, he's so fucking stupid, man. Like, you gotta get your feelings out the way, cuz, and get back to the business. All that dumbass shit cuz doing is dumb. Like, nigga, you got it. Cuz had it. Cuz had the rock for real, cuz, and this what he did with it. Just dumb.
Super Bowl in 3.5 weeks.
And cuz the nigga hole finna get so much deeper, cuz, after this Super Bowl. Phew.
Yeah, it's gonna get. I'm hearing things, man. I'm hearing like it's a lot of music coming.
And you keep helping and you burying him further. When you do that LeBron shit, that shit burying cuz.
And when it came to the beef, he was given an out.
That's crazy. They said they got more on him, and it's gonna get darker after the lawsuit. Pack your bag, bro. Get the fuck out of here, Drake.
And didn't take
Get
it.
out.
Also, he had the option of saying, you know what, I'm not gonna do this. Like when he did it like that, he could have just said, I'm not gonna join in. But once you join in and you start going in and he start going back, you can't say, well, he came with a knife and I don't want to fight no more.
Kendrick
No, a
warned
fight
you
is
on
a fight.
Kendrick warned you on Euphoria several times.
Nah.
Kendrick said this can go very, very far if you want it.
Basically, the end result of everything that's happened is that Drake is now back to where he was at the beginning of his career, an outsider in hip-hop. In fact, it's gone even further astray to the point that, to many, he's an enemy. Or to be more exact, this was broken down by Ray Daniels in a way that Drizzy will appreciate, a sports metaphor.
You know what you're doing is wrong.
He's heavily insecure. Drake is the away team now. You know when you're at a basketball game and they say, hit that, you can hit that, hit it. No, hit that, listen. By the way, I need a sound. Go ahead.
That was a fight. That's a pretty good comparison.
James, Drake is like, Drake. I mean, that's just who he is now.
With things spiraling out of control, it's got to the point that even long-term fans are struggling to abide by it or even engage with his art. Kendrick destroyed Drake so badly that I legitimately can't listen to Drake anymore. Yeah, it's kind of difficult, can't lie. And as if that wasn't bad enough, even some of his—
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I'm still gonna listen to it. It just depends on whatever other dark shit they claim that they're gonna release after the lawsuit. That'll make me change my mind. But I mean, I don't know. I think it's
biggest defenders are washing their hands of this particular situation.
Yo, the reason why Drake's hate is because of Act. No, it ain't because of me. I'm not filing lawsuits. I'm not doing these things. Like, if you leave it up to me, Drake would disappear for a little bit and just chill out. You know what I mean? Like, but that's me. Like, I can't tell the artist what to do. In reality, I think at some point, you know, the duck lips and the random mirror selfies has to stop, and Drake has to try to answer to this himself, right? This is one of the reasons I don't talk to him about the lawsuit. I've never asked him about the lawsuit. I asked him if it was real once, and the lack of answer meant, other than that, I don't want to know his intentions, right? Because I don't want to be the person regurgitating what he's telling me. He should tell the world.
At the moment, it's hard to see
Fair.
how Drake comes back from this, but considering he's literally one of the biggest artists of our time, it's impossible to count him out entirely. What would certainly be a start is to take some accountability for his part in creating his—
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty much the video. And he's pretty much gonna say what I was about to say, which is just, yeah, the only way Drake is gonna be able to come back from this at all, bro, is if he just shuts the fuck up, drops the lawsuit, and just leaves. Get out, go somewhere for a couple years, really focus in on really trying to get another classic out, like an actual classic, not just some shit where you're like, yeah, it's so good, I consider it a classic. No, like a genuine, solidified, it's a classic by everybody else. And in there, talk your shit. Say everything you want to say about everybody, about LeBron, about DeRozan, about Kendrick, about Ross, about all these streamers. You know, say what you want. Put it in the work. And put it in the way that you started this whole issue in the first place, which is in a rap song. Finish it. Finish it off. But Yeah, man. Anyways, man, that's it for me today. If you like the content, if you like this kind of content, go ahead and give me a like down below, man. If you really like me and you really like what I post, give me a subscribe and let me know in the comments. Do y'all think Drake can come back? Do y'all think this is the end of Drake? And yeah, let me know any other videos you guys want me to react to or any other videos you guys want me to make. But until that day, man, I'll catch you on the next one, bro. Peace out.